Hello, Aries. So this is going to be your video for the first half of March. Okay, so this card already fell out and I see sexuality. So if you are a feminine energy, this is all about you mastering your self-worth, honoring your body. I hear all positions. Baby, what you on? But yeah, this is taking control of like your appearance, your image, feeling good in your skin, feeling worthy. I hear appreciating your curves. So if you used to be in a situation where people would judge you because of your body, your curves, it's like you learning how to honor it, learning how to feel good. To me, I see somebody listening to feel good music, dressing up and being in the mirror and dancing in the mirror, like honoring themselves, celebrating themselves, lifting their own selves up. I also hear splurging. You can even be at a time where you want to reinvent yourself. This is what it sounds like. Reinvent yourself. You want to buy new clothes for yourself. You want to feel beautiful. I hear from the inside and out. So it seems like this is what you're doing. The biggest thing I hear is like shopping, corresponding. You can be corresponding with coworkers through emails. It can even be, I don't know why I hear, but like if you have friends at a distance, or you can just be speaking to people at a distance. This can be online. Yeah. What else do I hear for you, Aries? I hear taking ownership. It's like you're taking ownership for all the things that you could have been through. Um, or even people coming back to you and taking ownership for things that they've done to you. It's like a time of acknowledgement. And I hear doubling the blessings and gestures. It's almost like because you tuned into you, because you're starting to appreciate you, because you're starting to value you, in turn you're going to see that people start to reflect this back to you. Okay, I just keep hearing it. It's like honoring yourself. You probably got tired of dealing with certain people. For some of you, you could have got tired of your own self. Like if you feel like you've been down on yourself too much is what I hear. Like you've been down on yourself a lot, and maybe you feel to your own self like maybe I am a part of the problem. Maybe I do need to find a way to turn inside to me in my heart and find ways to be happy for myself. So yeah, spending. It's like you almost want to see what else the world has to offer. Because I also hear Groupon. I don't know if some of you are on Groupon and exploring like, well, what is open? What is there to do? I want to try new things. It's like you finally beginning to live for you, not blaming nobody, not living for nobody, not doing anything for anybody but you. It's like you honoring your own self, finding out what makes me happy. How can I be happy with myself? Because maybe you spent a long time being hurt, being upset, being withdrawn. And I hear crossing off the list. Maybe some of you could have created like a vision board, or you could have created a list of things that you want to do before you leave this earth. It could be a situation like that. All the things you do, you just never imagined doing. You're turning into that. This is what you want to do right now. Okay. And I hear dating. Maybe you could have been so hurt about a breakup for so long that you could have let yourself go. Maybe this is what this is all about. Like you've spent so much time mourning the loss to someone who couldn't love you. For some of you, I hear afford you. Like they couldn't afford you. They couldn't measure up to what you need. And you spent so much time in this commitment, in this relationship, and it hurt you. You could have been spending so much time in pain that you were actually losing sight of life, losing sight of the present moment. Like losing sight of you, you know, and now I hear flushing, like you want to flush all this out your system. It's like you're ready to start brand new. And I hear brushing up on your skills. So if there was even something that you really were good at, this could be like an activity, a hobby, something that you truly enjoy doing. It's almost like you want to get back to that. It's like getting back to you, a better version of yourself prior to the breakups. You know, I hear hearsay, gossip, like you losing yourself in the pain and you wanting to get back to you, doing what makes you happy and doing it for you and not other people. You know, I hear no excuses. Maybe you used to have excuses a lot of why you cannot, and now you're saying to yourself, no more excuses. I'm not laying doormat to anybody else, and I'm not laying doormat to myself. Like, no excuses. I need to chase the bag. I need to go after my dreams. I need to make myself happy. So this is the conversation that you can be having with yourself. And I even see like mirror. Maybe you can be standing in a mirror and dancing and talking to yourself. So to me, this all seems like self-love rituals, you know, getting in tune with yourself. Ooh. Yo, how you like that? Is it upside down? No. Self-love. You're finally understanding that the highest love comes from within and not out. You probably, and I hear not for debate, like you ain't even trying to debate it anymore. Like you want to learn how to honor and put your own self and your needs first. And I hear struggling. You could have been struggling with your appearance. You could have been struggling to love yourself for so long and almost being mad at people for not being able to love you in ways that you couldn't love you. Mad at people for them not being able to accept you in ways that you couldn't even accept you. And now it's like, I got this. I got me. You know what I'm saying? I got me now. Yeah. For some of you too, it's like if you have social media, you could have went MIA, stopped posting, or you could have deactivated your page in order to focus on you. It's like you want to give birth to a brand new version of yourself and come back. Yeah. Didn't I say that? This is like being creative. This is like you releasing your gifts. This is, to me, this is like you buried. You somehow, it's like what I can see, it's like a rebirth of yourself. Like there's so many things that you could have been chasing love, or you could have been so, I hear, strung out on trying to please others and trying to make others happy, leaving yourself last. And it's like you have all this creativity, all this talent, all these things that you have that you've been like sitting on because you weren't following your heart. You were too busy trying to follow someone else's heart or please someone else. And now it's like you're taking back control. I like that. See? Running wild. Like what's out there, you know? I hear admired. A lot of people are going to start to admire you. And once again, this is the point. It all begins with you. So this is the turning point of your life. This is the life that you've been waiting for. But you realize that you can't sit on a couch and wait for life to happen. You have to get up and go out there and go get it. Go make it happen. And this is what you're doing for yourself. You're making it happen for you. You're not sitting down. I hear over analyzing regrets. You used to sit in a lot of sorrow and you just jumped up one day like, I don't want to do this to myself. This is self-torture. This is the definition of self-sabotage. I want to go outside. It's time to step outside, baby. Show the world who you are. And there's someone, yeah. See, how teachable are you? You could have been falling into the same patterns, like in the same patterns. And this is what broke the ice. This is what caused you to start looking within. This is what made you try something new. How teachable are you? The same lessons, the same people or types of people kept popping up in your life. And you kept falling for the same trick. It could have been from the same person. Or you could have looked around. You could have looked at your social circle. You could have looked at your friends. You could have looked at your family. And you could have realized, like, yo, everybody takes me for granted. Everyone is always, hurting me. I'm not getting the respect, the appreciation that I deserve. You could have noticed that. You could have took charge and realized that it's not just in my relationships. This is in my family. This is in my friend group that I get the same treatment. So obviously it must be something within me that I need to do, whether I need to reinvent myself and learn how to stand up for myself and take charge of my life, or am I going to stay doormat to situations like this, So this is like you taking charge of your life, taking your power back. I hear cleaning out, like you're cleaning out, whether it could be cleaning out your phone book, deleting people, cleaning out your wardrobe and just starting all over again. It's just, to me, it's just like a new phase, a new chapter. You want to start all over again. Okay. What else? I knew it. Finally discovering your life purpose. So now that you put yourself first, now that you've been taking time for yourself, you start to realize what you're on this planet for. And it's not to sit in sorrow. It's not to sit and wait for someone to come and love you. It's for you to show up and show out. You have these gifts, you have these talents. I hear brilliant, like you're very brilliant. You're very artistic. Some of you guys are very artistic, and it's you're good. Whatever you do, you're really gifted at, you're really talented at, and it's almost like you've been hiding this part of you for a very long time. Like I hear sweeping it under the rug, You probably see everybody else's talents and you probably say, oh, this person is so gifted, this person is so smart, and it's like you can see everybody, but you aren't seeing you. So this is the time, like, for you to be back with you. All right. Let's continue on. What's going on? Yep, I hear mastering your talents, mastering your gifts. I hear guilty pleasures. So if you used to have guilty pleasures that used to be very time consuming, like time wasters, something you used to do that used to take up a lot of your time, but it wasn't really going towards your goals. It wasn't really going towards your money. It was just something that you could have been doing that was just taking up your time, and it wasn't really filling you. It's like you realize, like, this doesn't work for me. I need to start to cut certain behaviors out so I can get ahead, I hear like being more responsible over your own life and your own destiny, not leaving it up to chance, not leaving it up to other people, leaving it to the power of you. Abundance. It's like money is going to start to flow to you. Ideas are going to start to flow to you. People are going to start to flow to you. Okay? And speaking of people, somebody is in the background, like, wondering about you. It's almost like they feel like you put them on a bookshelf. I hear captivated. You could have, for some of you, you could have slept with this person. You guys could have had a whirlwind romance and everything was beautiful, and then all of a sudden you two separated, and they're wondering, like, they must have been waiting for you to come back around. I don't know if this is a habit that you normally have, but they were waiting for you. But spiritual maturity, you've been working on yourself. You've been working on becoming more mature. And I hear more sure, like being more sure of yourself. If any of you have a spiritual gift, it's like you wanted to I hear test the waters. So if you have a spiritual gift, maybe if you are a reader, it's like you've been testing it, trying it out on your friends, seeing if they agree with the things that you say, you know, trying to find ways to develop your intuition, make it stronger. It's like if you had any career that you felt like you just weren't giving it your all because you were always in emotional turmoil, it's like you stepping up into your power and finally giving yourself the time and attention that you need to develop your gifts, your skills. It's like you're ready to break free of these chains that you realize you put on yourself, you know? Yep. The distorted masculine. This is like disorganized, allowing time to slip away from you. I also hear like placing blame. There could have been a situation where someone could have blamed you. You could have blamed them. And just overworking, like working yourself to the point of exhaustion so you wouldn't have any free time to go do anything for you. Like neglecting your self-care because of you just overworking. And you could have done this. I hear headaches. You could have been having headaches. This could be like burnout, and you could have been working as a way to distract you from yourself, distract you from your pain. And this is what I'm saying. You're not doing this anymore. This could have been the habit that you were doing. You know, you could have been at a job that you don't even like, giving them all your time, just stuck at a job that just pays you, but you're not happy there. You're not growing there, and you're finally gonna part ways with your job. And see, it's even that. If you were at your job, it's like you stayed there because you wanted to be loyal to them. Everything was about you being loyal to everybody else but yourself. I think you realize that. Like, I've been neglecting me, being loyal to everybody else. Nah, I gotta switch this up, you know? It could have been like that. Can't do this no more, yo. I gotta put myself first. Yeah, and sexual freedom. See, this is sexual freedom, sexuality. You could have been, I hear, with a covered narcissist. You could have been with a covered narcissist, and you finally broke free from them. And it's now you want to explore your options. You want to explore your body. This person could have been a weight on you. And now it's like you get a big taste of freedom, and everything is open to you, waiting for you, you know? Yeah, you broke free from a covert narcissist, because I even see you like, what do you want now? What do you want now? You know, they could, now that you are in tune with yourself, it's like now they want to stalk you. Now they want to call you. Now it's like, you weren't doing this when I was with you. So it's like now your sexual freedom. You want to try new people. You want to try new things. But someone is highly sprung off of you, you know? So I'm going to continue with this on the extended. I should have said that first. It's all good. If you get this far, I will have an extended, and let's see what's the outcome of all this inner work that you're doing and tuning into your passions. I send you so much love and